Hello everyone, my name is Emily, and today I'm going to be talking to you what life is like being a teenager who's Mormon. Now, for many of you who do not know what a Mormon is, it's someone who attends the church of, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. It's a person who attends the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And, gonna say start off with, it's pretty dang hard being a teenager of any religion these days. So guess I'm just gonna go through and state a few things that it's hard to do. Okay, to start off this video, basically I should say some of our beliefs. So we believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and that God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost are three separate. We believe that there is a afterlife, and that there was a pre-life, that there was a holy war, and there's a whole plan. God has a plan for us. I'm not gonna get too deep into this, but that there's an afterlife, and basically I'll just go with that for now. Anyway, so I think one of the hardest things about being a Mormon as a teenager, or a teenager who's a Mormon, that's probably better, is following, wow, the fourth strength of youth packet. Yeah, it took me a while to remember. This handy dandy little booklet here is for strength of youth. Basically what's in here, it covers a whole bunch of different things of our life. Like, let's say we have I'll just name a few. So we have like family, friends, gratitude, language, music and dancing, dating, dress and appearance, sexual purity, repentance, service, and basically it gives you a bunch of suggestions and how we can live our life to the fullest and by God's will and stuff. Yeah. I actually really love this, but the reason why it's so hard is because of all the temptations that we have at school and basically in any person's life. So most of this video is gonna be wrapped around this. So what's that? So the first thing, oh my gosh, I guess, well, this is one part A, is language. By language, basically what it means is the swearing and how not to take the Lord's name in vain. And for me, I find that lately I've been much better with it, but it's hard because at school, especially because I go to public school, you're just surrounded with people who just cuss all the time. So it's just like you hear it in your head, and then like sometimes it just slips out, and that happens to me a lot. And sometimes, you know, I just do it without thinking about it, but I've been doing pretty good lately. And yeah. Okay, up next is a topic that I think almost everyone should read sometime in their lives. Modesty. So this one I don't find too hard to follow, except for one exception, except for this one thing, but I'll talk about that soon. So, modesty. We're talking about presenting ourselves modestly and wearing modest clothing that will not reveal things that do not need to be revealed, that do not need to be seen until the time is right. Because if you show off your goods to everyone, when it comes time to see the goods, everyone's gonna already see the goods, you know? It's like, no. But, yeah, anyway. This is a really weird analogy. But, yeah, so, modesty can be a little hard in the sense that, we're surrounded by people who are kind of immodest, but we don't have anything against people who we don't hold anything against them. It's just hard for us to stay on our path that we want to go on. Immodesty, we're talking about really revealing shirts or clothing, well, obviously clothing, like pants being too short or shirts being too low at the top or anything, and it's kind of hard to always find the best thing. And here's what I mean: my exception of finding modesty easy. I totally just screwed up my sentence. Okay, the one problem about modesty and being a girl is whenever there's a dance, let me tell you, it is almost impossible to find a modest like prom dress or dance dress or anything. We want to have like shoulders, like it doesn't have to be like sleeves, like we don't want our necks, we're not like, don't show your ankles, like we're not like that. It's just we don't want to, like probably something like this would be fine, like, we just don't want it to be too revealing. And it took me forever to find a modest dress that I wore a snowball, and that I will also wear a Mormon prom, and it's like quarter length and it's lace. It's really pretty, but it's one of the hardest things as being a girl Mormon is to find modest clothing. So yeah, that's a biggin. Okay, this next category I think is the hardest category for me to follow: dating. So we believe and have, well, it's more of like a suggestion, but that we shouldn't date until we're 16, and it should be on group dates. It shouldn't be anything too serious. I personally think that, like, yeah, I know, like, in the long run, most likely, I'm gonna say 3 out of 5 chances that it's not gonna last, but, it's good to practice safe relationships in, our younger years, because that way we are setting up our future lives, and we know what type of relationship we're gonna want to be in. And I think the reason why I find it a little hard is because there's just some person that I like, and I've dated before when I was 15. No, when I was 14. Yeah, I dated when I was 14. So yeah, but but we like to make sure that anyone we're in a relationship with or anything like that, like, they know your intentions, and that everyone's comfortable, and there's no pressure on each other to do anything that, like, there's a lot of the times in high school relationships, there's a lot of pressure put onto each other, like, you have to do this and this, and it just happens because of the structure of society. So I think that is one of the most difficult ones. So, plus, I've gotta say, us Mormon girls like to hit on the missionaries. That's a fact right there, the elders. But yeah. Now, this one isn't about more of following our religion. This is standing with our religion. Oftentimes I've had this happen to me countless times. People harassing our religion or any religion. In my opinion, making fun of someone's religion isn't funny. Like, even if you mean it in the most, like, if you're buddies or whatever, like, yeah, I understand, like, you're meaning it in a simple way, but you never know how that's gonna, like, impact someone. This one person used to always make fun of my religion, and they're out of my life now, but it was just horrible, mean things, and we don't need that. We don't need that negativity in our life. And it's also because they just don't know what we believe. Oftentimes people hear things and then they don't bother to research or ask a true Mormon to see what it actually is. There was that show on Sister Wives where it was the old practice of polygamy, where basically men could marry more than one wife. Now, back a long time ago, many religions practiced this because there were not a lot of men, and the religion for multiple religions, like a bunch. It's not just Mormons. And they would marry multiple wives to start a family, and just, because there were not a lot of men, so men would marry multiple wives. But these certain people broke off from the main core of Mormons, and basically what they did was like, no, we want to practice, we still want to practice this. So they were like, whoop, 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 we're going to go out into this area, like in the mountains or the deserts or wherever, I don't even know. And we're going to still practice that. But we, the ones who have broke out of that, because that was a time when there was a shortage of people and things were bad. But now, now we are not with them. We do not practice polygamy. And no, I'm not gonna marry a man and have him marry another woman. That's not gonna happen. And yeah, people think we have magical underwear. That's a thing that people think. We have garments. I don't have garments. But they're basically modest underclothing. It's like wearing a cami under your shirt. I don't own any, but I will one day. Like, I'm trying to think of another thing. Yeah, can't think of anything off the top of my head. But, oh yeah, I have gotten this one before. People think we believe in a god called Mormon. No, that's not true. That's not true. We believe in God. The Book of Mormon. We believe that the Book of Mormon is a, how do I explain this well? Okay, so we have the Bible, right? So the Bible was the teachings the teachings and the written down recordings of Jesus, and his blessings and all that he taught, and the recordings of him. And basically, we believe that along that time, there were others who were not included in the Bible, who God had also sent to. They just never were put into the Bible, and they put it onto golden plates. And these plates would be passed along to people, and people would continue to put their stories of teachings of Jesus, or having the Holy Ghost sent down, or having the Holy Ghost with them, or angels sent down. And basically, this man, or this boy, Joseph Smith, who this was back in the 1800s, this boy, Joseph Smith, all of the different religions that his family was joining, he just didn't feel was complete. So he prayed, and he was like, I want guidance. I need to know what is the true church. And basically, God and Jesus were like, go find the golden plates. And he found them, and he translated them, and it's the Book of Mormon, and it's the more teachings of Jesus Christ and ways we can follow him. And there's strong connections between the Book of Mormon and the Bible. It's like intertwining. We believe it's another set of scriptures. And we have Joseph Smith translations, which is basically a digestion of the Bible, or difficult scriptures to understand. We have the Doctrine and Covenants, Pearl of Great Price, and there are so many things about our religion that people can hack at, but you can do that for any religion. And it just makes me upset that people do that. I believe that all religions have the best what's the word? They have the best mindset. That's not how I'm going. Best intentions, that's what it is. And I love everyone, so basically, yeah. I think that being a teenager who practices any religion and succeeds and does this are very strong. I wake up 5 a.m. every morning to attend seminary, which is a class where we review either the Old Testament, New Testament, Book of Mormon, or Doctrine and Covenants. Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of long and it's definitely unusual. Not unusual, but it's definitely something different. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, visit lds.org. It's more to know about the church. And or if you have any questions for me, just ask me in the comments, or maybe I'll give you my number or something. We can talk about it if you're interested. Have a good day. Bye.